You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. On a Wednesday, it is Kaplan and Crew, and we're glad to have everybody along no matter where you're watching or listening. If you're listening on the radio on 1090, fantastic. Get in your car, turn on the radio, super easy, old school, traditional. That's the way we always did it. But in today's day and age, YouTube is where it's at for us. You can watch a show, multitask, listen. You can get involved in the chat. You can visit with our sponsors down below. So YouTube is where we kind of call our main hub. And now, for those of you that are watching between 7 and 8 p.m. on Your View, Channel 4 San Diego, Channel 4 Santa Barbara, 118 in Orange County and Palos Verdes. If you're watching on TV tonight, we're happy to have you guys along as well. For those of you that are radio listeners and YouTube viewers, you guys probably know the story. We take the best of the radio show and then we put it on TV. And for those of you that are snickering right now saying, how do you ever come up with content if you're looking for the best material? I get it. I'm going to give you a look in like Eric Hosmer did last night when he was standing at first base for the Padres and he was jawing back and forth with the Pirates dugout. And he was just giving that look like, oh, it's real funny. Okay. Let me say hello to Grande Alejandro. You see my Hosmer face, Grande?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do side by side.
Yeah, go ahead. Side by side me and Hosmer, because that's what he was doing. He's looking over in the Pirates dugout. He goes, it's funny, huh? Hola, Grande. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
Hola. I tweeted yesterday too. I was like, can we just clear the benches? This game sucks. Like, let's just do something. Baseball fights are the worst, but at that point, that game was so terrible. The Laker Hornets game was terrible at the same time. It's like, can we just get some excitement over here? But that Hosmer face made it all worth it. It was fantastic.
Yeah, by the way, I spent a lot of time watching that Lakers Hornets game, and it wasn't very entertaining until the end when Charlotte made a run, and then the Lakers came flying back and got that win. And now the Lakers coming home with fans. And actually, I do want to talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. But first, say hello, everybody, to the guy bringing the street cred from the 7 Mile Casino podcast shed, Big Brown in the house. What up?
The good doctor, Big Brown, is in the house.
Oh, yeah. Browner now wants to be referred to as the good doc because last night, for those of you that were listening or watching and you saw Mark Loretta, the former Padre and Dodger, come on the air, and he kept referring to Browner as Doc. So now Browner wants to be referred to as the good doctor.
That's right.
Little inside info for people that would not know this. When we interview on Zoom, John Browner's name is Dr. John Browner TV MD, which is why people are like always calling him Doc.
Mm-hmm. It's great. It's great.
Or he's a doctor and we just don't know.
Both.
Or they don't know his name and they just look at the Zoom at the bottom and they're like, what do I call him?
How you think I remember your name? Zoom bottoms, baby.
All right, listen, let me get started today by saying a lot of stories I'd like to get to here, including, by the way, Aaron Donald, who I think, in fact, frankly, I know, is the greatest defensive player of the generation.
Number 52 might have something to say about that. You know who 50 Deuce is. I ain't even got to say no names. Stop it.
Does the audience?
I'm sorry, what?
Does the audience know?
50 Deuce? Oh, yeah. They know who 50 Deuce is. Listen, you okay, Padilla. Okay, I see you, LA Ram fan. I see you, Padilla.
So I'm just talking about the TV audience here because I know we bring it back to the Browner hot take challenge or whatever, the bracket, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
That's where this whole thing is coming from. 52, right. Khalil Mack.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've had this ongoing debate about who's the better player, Aaron Donald or Khalil Mack. And Browner, of course, once Khalil Mack went to the Chicago Bears, declared that Khalil Mack's the better player. When he played in Oakland, he wasn't the better player.
Who he played for?
Right. So let me say, I got a couple things I want to get to, and I'll start off with Aaron Donald, and then I'm going to come back to the Lakers at home with fans in the Staples Center. I'm going to get to that story coming up in just 1 minute. But first, Aaron Donald. I'm not so sure about what information is going to come out about this story. But from what I've read so far, here's the deal. There is a guy in Pittsburgh who and for those of you on TV, you're like, what are you doing? Like you're looking to your, I'm reading over here on a separate computer. Here's the headline. NFL star Aaron Donald facing assault charges for alleged attack. A Pittsburgh attorney says he'll be filing assault charges against LA Rams defensive tackle Aaron Donald. Attorney Todd Hollis provided a picture to KDKA's, whatever, it doesn't matter who this person is, of a man who appeared to have a swollen eye and cuts on his face and said he'd be pressing charges against Aaron Donald. Let's take a look at this photo here, everybody. Let's take a look at this picture.
Not for the weak, the stomach, you know?
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of stuff on TV recently that's not so good for the weak stomach. So this guy right here is a gentleman apparently by the name of DeVincent Spriggs.
What a great name.
I know. I love a name like D-E, next word, Vincent, DeVincent. Like if my name was Da Scott, you know?
Yeah.
You know, or,
to John, to Alex.
DeGrande.
Mine would be dope because mine would be Alex, you know? The Alex. You can't go back-to-back A's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah. De Browner. The good doc.
The Doc. The
Yeah.
Doc.
The doc. So DeVincent Spriggs is the man in that photo. Can you put that picture back up here, Alex? And he's the man who says that he plans to file criminal charges against Aaron Donald for an alleged assault in the overnight hours of last weekend. It allegedly happened between 3 and 4 a.m. The attorney says Spriggs will file the charges at Pittsburgh Police Zone 3. Okay, so here's the deal.
On top of the eye injury there,
Yeah.
according to his attorney, he also suffered a concussion, a broken arm, and 16 stitches near the eye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So look, here's
If Khalil Mack did that, he wouldn't have got the broken arm or the concussion. He ain't good enough. He ain't as good as AD.
He'd only had 15 stitches in his eye.
Yeah.
Or
an arm fracture.
Or my guy's out watching film as opposed to being out 2-3 in the morning attacking pedestrians, okay, attacking regulars in the street, you know, because apparently he ain't got nothing else better to do in Pittsburgh than attack regulars.
Well, I don't know if that's really what happened, but here's what I don't know much. I mean, I don't think any of us really do yet.
Oh, I know.
No,
I know.
You just make stuff up, which is fine. I do that a lot myself.
No. Of the three of us, who's been to more nightclubs?
I'd say probably me.
But doubt it. Ballpark, doubt it. No, I was going out 4 times a week at one point in my life, brother.
Define club.
Mm-hmm.
Nightclub, music, people, drinks.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd say
dude,
me.
I'm right there with you, dude.
Yeah, I'd say me.
Yeah, I would.
Scott is like 60, so he might have.
Oh, hold on, easy, Playboy.
Listen.
Easy,
listen.
He's got 30 years on me, so
We've hung out with some of Scott's friends. They're not nightclub guys. They're bar guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're bar guys with music.
Yeah, but you got to go back to my old days, man. In my older, in the earlier years, when I was still playing ball.
When you were hanging with Sid?
Or no, even before that, when I was still playing ball, or I was always around ball players.
There you go.
Yeah, this guy was in the league, man.
Well, I don't know if I was in the league. I was
that's
sort
that's how Bert puts it.
Yeah, I was trying my best, to make the league. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm you, I'm saying I was in the league.
I mean, me too. But then you ask Bert, and he's like, no.
Well, I mean, but what
Bert
does
was
Bert have
barely
to
in the
say?
league,
I know
too.
Bert was a first-round draft choice who turned into a bust because he never worked at anything.
Well, he'll tell you that. Bert be killing you. It's so funny, dude. Bert be killing you.
Yeah, it's all right. I can take it.
Do we have listen? Like right now, it's this what's his name? The John
DeVincent
versus Aaron Donald. DeVincent
yeah.
versus Aaron Donald. So all we know is what DeVincent says.
Right.
But Browner, let me put a scenario in your head, because when I read this, the first thing I thought of is what I think of when players go to nightclubs. Other guys are there, drunk, start talking trash to Aaron Donald because they think they're heavy. And then Aaron Donald's like, "Oh, really?" Turns around and whoops his ass.
Bruh,
That's what I think happened.
This seems like a punks jump up situation, okay? Punks jump up to get beat down. Listen, this guy was all right in the club when you did that. But when you got outside, guess what the security don't do? Protect you outside the building, bruh. And when that thunder came for him, he didn't know what to do but call his lawyer. Because if you take him like he took him and you got that eyeball like that, guess what you do? You just go home and you keep your peace. But no. When Aaron Donald put that thing on you, you got to call your attorney because at least you get some change out of this.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So put the guy's picture back up on the screen here for everybody to take a look at. Now, look, I mean, take a look at my man here. Okay.
That's
so
bad, dude.
yeah,
That's so bad.
So and just hold it there because I want everybody to soak it in, or maybe you give us a 4-shot, Alex.
And you see he got the neck brace on because you see the thing around his neck. He got the little neck brace with the
he got
arm
a
thing.
Strap for his arm.
He got a broken arm, dude.
Hey, listen, okay. I don't believe that.
Well, I don't know if I believe it either, but here's what I can tell you. Pittsburgh's one of these cities where I know you may not realize it because you may think of New York or LA or Miami as kind of like an all-night, overnighter kind of city. Pittsburgh's the kind of city that when the bar closes at 2:00 in the morning, and I don't even know who's open that late now during COVID, but there's after hours bars. And people are like, where are we going next? Where are we going? And there are like food places that stay open all night for drunkies to come in and do their thing. So you could just imagine that DeVincent here is like, yo, dog, like, man, you ain't so big and tough. Because Aaron Donald, you got to understand, like, if you've never stood next to him,
not big.
Not that big.
He's not big at all. Like Aaron Donald,
he's muscular.
the way he plays the game, you're like, how can this guy dominate like this? Because if you looked at, say, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of like who's like considered a big, gigantic defensive lineman in the NFL.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, Jadeveon Clowney just signed with the Cleveland Browns earlier today. Jadeveon Clowney's like 6'6", 295. I mean, he's a specimen,
Biggest person I ever seen in the NFL, Calais Campbell. That man is huge. I think he's like 6'8", 300 pounds, and he doesn't look 300 pounds. He's massive.
Yeah. I'm thinking about what's the defensive tackle's name that used to play for the Rams and now he's with Tampa Bay. Ndamukong Suh, right? That guy's 6'5", 325, right? He's a beast. And you look at Aaron Donald, and Aaron Donald's like 5'11", like 290, because he's short, but he's thick, and he's
I'd be surprised if he's jacked.
Ain't nothing jiggling on him. Nothing.
No. I mean, and when you see pictures of Aaron Donald working out, he's like, and he's just ripped, and look, they're not a defensive lineman, okay? Not defensive end, interior defensive lineman in the NFL with a six-pack, okay? Aaron Donald is like bodybuilder yoked. So what he does as a player is he uses speed and smarts and hands and everything else. That's how he gets, and he uses his shortness, his height, to get underneath guys. Look at this dude. Okay. So now you're just a regular guy, right? And you see Aaron Donald in a place and you're like, really? That little guy right there is the best defensive player in the NFL?
And you drunk.
Then I'll whoop his ass if I have to.
And you drunk. So now you got a little bit of extra courage on you. You didn't see this guy whoop people week after week. And then you look at me like, oh, I could take him. I played high school football.
Let's be also fair to Vincent, because that's that's not one punch. That's multiple punches, regardless of the story.
It depends. Now, if you get him clean good, a guy Aaron Donald's size, physical strength, you get him good once.
Let me see his face again. Let me see DeVincent's face again. Let me take a look at it real quick.
Because DeVincent claims that he accidentally bumped into Aaron Donald at the club, and then Donald just went crazy. Now that's a little hard to believe.
Show me the video within the club, unless they're having that pace.
Because isn't Aaron Donald now, isn't he doing like, I don't know, there's a TV commercial, and I don't know what it's for, but isn't he like in a tennis outfit on a tennis court, and it's supposed to be kind of funny that he's this like super tough defensive lineman, and he's wearing like this all white tennis gear. You'll have to Google that and let me know if I'm right on that.
Oh, it's a Hulu commercial.
Oh, yeah?
Hulu has live sports.
Hulu has live sports.
Yeah.
But listen, let's not let commercials sway you, because we all know what happened with OJ and Hurts over here.
Whoa. See,
no, you can't say.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Can't say
Why would you do that?
Yeah, you gave it up. You gave it up. That's why he did it. That's why he did it. Because he knows you can't respond. That's why. And it's pleasurable.
And it's also a good point. It
wasn't even necessary.
Okay, but here's the thing.
But it's a very good point. Commercials are supposed to deceive you and sell you.
No.
So to say that Aaron Donald is wearing a tennis outfit in a commercial means nothing in real life.
No. Here's what I'm going to say, though. Aaron Donald is a very smart guy, okay? Aaron Donald is a guy who knows who he is. He knows what a big star he is. He doesn't play for the Steelers or for the Browns or for the Dolphins.
Titans.
He plays for the Los Angeles Rams.
He doesn't play for the Chargers.
Right. He doesn't play for the Bears. I mean,
Whoa.
well, I'm just saying that when you play for the Rams, you're on the biggest of stages. So not only does he play for the Rams in Los Angeles, and he's the number one guy on their entire team, and he's got national TV commercials. Here's what you don't do. You don't go throwing all that away, okay? Just because some dude bumps into you in a club. And
Unless Aaron Donald was drunk.
Bro,
Which-
let's clear something up real quick. Let's
ahead.
clear something up.
What-
I can't
what-
let that ride, bro.
what can't you let ride?
The Bears are bigger than the Rams. How dare you? How dare you?
I kind of
That's what you want to debate about?
Bears are
after
bigger than the
everything
Rams.
Scott just said. I actually agree with Browner. I think the Bears are a bigger franchise than the Rams.
Well, you say bigger franchise, historically speaking. Yeah, the Bears are a.
If Aaron Donald did this as a Bear, it would be just as big of a story in Chicago as it is in LA.
It'd be bigger.
Okay. The Bears in Chicago are a bigger deal than the Rams in LA. What
Okay.
I'm saying is that on a national stage,
Yeah.
a guy who's the best player on the LA Rams gets into a fight in his hometown, in his college town, and winds up hitting this dude in the face. And by the way, let me ask you guys a question. If either of you guys got punched in the face in a club, right?
Oof.
And you had your eye looking like that,
Mhm.
would you right away have a lawyer who's speaking on your behalf?
Listen, I don't know anything about DeVincent. What I do know that Aaron Donald makes a lot of money. And if Aaron Donald did that to my face, I might be coming for some of that money.
Yeah,
Listen,
right. But would you have like a lawyer on call? Like, oh, I'm getting my lawyer. Like, do you have a lawyer that you call your lawyer right now?
No, I
if
don't.
you
Browner,
hit
you got a
me-
lawyer that's on call right now? Somebody on retainer, perhaps you're
Right.
using?
I'm from the streets, bro. You hit me in the face in the club, it ain't gonna end there. So
Yeah.
therefore, I ain't got no lawyer. I don't need no lawyer. I'm my own lawyer. I take care of my business in the street.
My fiance is a paralegal, though. She'll find one for me pretty fast.
And two, this guy's probably an ambulance chaser.
Well, listen, I mean, I call my divorce attorney. I call my family lawyer, I guess.
How this gonna help you with a black eye?
Well, it's not. That's my point.
Settlement,
Here's the
dude.
thing. Dude, let me tell you something real quick. That looks painful. Okay,
Wait,
that
so
guy's
wait,
eye
wait,
looks painful.
When
What?
that happens to you, let's say, okay, Scott, you're out. You get punched
Yeah.
in the eye by I don't know, Joey Bosa. Okay, Joey Bosa
Yeah,
punches you in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What-
Please let that happen.
How do you explain this to your lawyer? Like, what do you call the lawyer and say?
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I called the lawyer and go, yo, some really rich, big, giant football player just punched me. Look at my eye, man. Look at me. Look at my eye, man. I turned into Mike Tyson. It's so funny that this happened because I want to talk about something else real quick before we hit this break. But you know what? Yesterday, my girlfriend asked me to help her move something. So I helped her and I said to her, I go, hold this bed frame. So she's holding it, right? And all of a sudden, boom, the thing comes crashing down, hits me right in the eye. I'm like, look at me, man. Look at my eye. I was icing my eye last night, right? And it hurt like a mofo, dude, because I didn't want it to blow up and like become this big black eye. And then I show up and I look like DeVincent Spriggs, like Aaron Donald punched me in the face,
Big
And
Scott,
it
you
hurt.
can't hold the headboard up, Big Scott.
Dude, it hurt, Big Brown.
She dropped it, man.
She
He
dropped
just
it
threw her
right
under
on
the
me.
bus.
I know. She felt so bad. She's like, did you think I did it on purpose? I'm like, no, it was an accident.
A little bit.
Pivot.
All right.
Pivot.
Anyway, listen, I'll say this. My money's on Aaron Donald. My money
For what?
For not being the person who ultimately instigated
Oh.
and will not get in any kind of trouble. Okay. That this guy, DeVincent, did something. We see these fight videos all the time, and there's always an instigator. I'm going to say DeVincent instigated. I'm going to put my money on Aaron Donald.
TMZ is on you now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Listen, it's 2021. Unless he was at the diviest of dive bars in Pittsburgh, there is a camera somewhere in there that caught what happened.
Yeah.
Secondly, Aaron Donald will never see jail.
No.
Aaron Donald will settle this under the table before anything ever happens. And DeVincent, my man, I'm with Scott. If you're going to be talking that trash, man, best know what can happen.
Better get ready for that smoke, dog. That's all I'm saying. Hey, real quick, before we keep going on here, I want to say one other thing. We were talking about this earlier real quick, but I watched a lot of the Laker game last night, and now the Lakers will come home from this road trip, which, by the way, they went 4-3. I mean, that's holding it down when you got nobody playing, especially obviously the two big stars. But I was
Neither did the
surprised.
other team, but okay.
But I didn't think that the Lakers would be 4-3 coming off that road trip. I thought they'd be 2-5. I thought they'd be 1-6. So I got to say they did a great job. But here's the deal. They're coming home now. And for the first time, the Lakers will play in front of fans. Alex's podcast, Taco Tuesday on Silver Screen and Roll, awesome if you're a Laker fan. But I got to just show everybody this real quick. If you bring up silverscreenandroll.com and you look at the article that's written about Alex's podcast, and you click into this article, scroll down here, Alex. Take a look at this real quick. If you scroll down, there's Alex's question, his cited question, embedded into silverscreenandroll.com. And Alex, by you putting this question on this website, you went to number 1 in trending on Cited. So This is super cool that we can now embed cited questions into websites. And so I would just say to everybody who's watching and listening, go to cited.co or download the Cited Debates app. And Alex's debate, compliments of Silver Screen and Roll, about the Lakers, jumped to number 1 in trending. All right, we got a lot more to get to. If you're watching on TV, hang with us. If you're listening on radio, we're right back. Stick around. It's Kaplan and Crew, everybody, on a Wednesday.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Arash Markazi here, inviting you to catch my show, The Arash Markazi Show, on the mightier 1090. We are on every Monday through Friday from noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time. Join me and producer extraordinaire G. Hay Wiley, where we chop up Los Angeles sports and try not to piss too many people off.
The all-new and mightier 1090.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Burns Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit theburnsfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the mightier 1090.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day and what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one, because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind. They can donate their time as volunteers. They can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever. because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Welcome to the Jacobs & Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to san-diegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost is powered by the mightier 1090.
Pete Gray here, inviting you to catch my show, Let's Talk Hookup, every Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Time. For over 30 years, we've been the voice of the fishing community for Southern California, and so glad to be back on the big stick.
The all-new and mightier 1090.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Are you living in an underserved community and facing adversity? Do you have a desire to start or grow your own business? San Diego State University's Lab and Entrepreneurship Center, the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurial Studies, and community partners invite you to participate in our Community Bootcamp. The bootcamp provides intense, hands-on exposure to the fundamentals of launching and growing a successful venture. Register today at leadershipcentersw.org.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Barnes Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit thebarnesfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
Well, the high from a historic weekend wore off on Tuesday night for the Padres. The Friars have been solid on the bump even after losing starter Adrian Morejon early on Sunday, and the bats have started to warm up. But on Tuesday night, with the bullpen thin after backing up Morejon's early exit, Blake Snell only lasted 2/3 of an inning. And to make matters worse, Will Myers, who has been key in carrying the Padres offense, left the game in the 4th inning with right knee inflammation. Snell threw only 30 pitches and gave up 3 runs on a double, 2 singles, 2 walks, and a bounced pitch that hit a batter. Reliever Nabil Crismatt came in the 2nd inning and threw a career-high 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, but salvaging the bullpen for the remainder of the series. Joe Musgrove will follow up last Friday's historic night with a start tonight against his former team, looking to get the Padres back on track after a messy Tuesday. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
Attention, all dogs, cats, horses, tortoises, birds, pigs, and all other pets. Get your family members to sit, stay, and watch Animal Zone every Saturday at 9 p.m. right here on this channel and at animalzone.org.
Tune in Saturdays at 9 p.m. to watch Animal Zone right here on Your View.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
All right, great friends, on a Wednesday, happy to have everybody along, radio listeners on 1090, TV viewers on Your View, Channel 4, San Diego and Santa Barbara, 118 in Orange County and Palos Verdes, and of course, to all of the great friends who are with us every day on YouTube, and they're part of the YouTube chat. Make sure you come to our YouTube channel, get involved in our chat, and be part of the Great Friends community. And by the way, for anybody that's watching or listening or whatever for the very first time, and you're like, who are you characters? KaplanandCrew.com is our website. I do a terrible job of promoting it, but there's so much going on there. Come visit us at KaplanandCrew.com. We are in the 7 Mile Casino studios, and we welcome everybody back here on a Wednesday. You know what's really kind of cool, guys, as I bring in Grande and Big Brown back into the show? You know what's kind of cool? We're talking about this in the last segment. Laker fans will go into Staples Center for the first time this season, this week, when the Celtics visit the Lakers. And it's only 2,000 fans in Staples Center. In a
and
building,
it's super strict.
It's super strict?
Yeah, you have to present either a negative COVID test within the prior 48 hours, or you have to be fully vaccinated to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get in, you know how when you go to an NFL game, you could only bring in clear plastic bags at Staples Center. If it doesn't fit in your pocket, you cannot bring it in.
Good.
So if you have a baby in a diaper bag, can't bring it in.
Yeah,
put the baby on the diaper bag.
Well, the both. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just think it's the bag. They said no bags whatsoever, no clear tiny bags. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, I actually think let's go back to the beginning of all of this. This is where we were talking about how the Lakers are coming home and they're going to have 2,000 fans in the building. And I'll keep it going. You know, the Padres are increasing their attendance. Perfect timing, by the way, because the Dodgers and the Padres will play this weekend at Petco Park in what is the most anticipated first month series in the history of Petco Park. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's never been a time. It doesn't matter if it was the Dodgers, if it was the world champion Giants. It doesn't matter if it was the New York Yankees or the Boston Red Sox. It doesn't matter. There has never been a time in the Padres history and in Petco Park history, going back to now 2004, where an early first month season series is as important and as exciting as this weekend series. And I've been getting a lot of people that have been saying to me, hey, you're coming down to the ballpark this weekend. You know, there's something going on. We'd love to have you come. And I'm like, thanks for the invitation. But Alex, you'll appreciate this. Browner, you won't. But I'm actually taking the weekend off. And I'm full. I know. No days off. No days off. Bill Belichick, no days off.
Should I guilt trip you now?
Man, give me the ticket,
first?
man. Listen, where's the ticket at then? Give me the ticket. I told y'all I need to be one in 17,000 people. Figure it out, people. Hook a brother up.
Why have you not applied to the Padres PR for credentials so that you can properly go to the game?
I'll send you the credential site today because you have to do it in 24 hours.
Yeah,
before 24 hours.
Nobody sent me no papers. How I'm supposed to know how to do this?
Hey, look, I had a hard enough time trying to sign up for my COVID vaccination. Forget about it, man. It was too hard for me.
So where are you going
right now?
No, I want to guilt trip you now.
Sorry, I'll take the guilt trip. I will tell you guys, I'm getting on an airplane for the first time since we came back from the. Well, no. I'm getting on an airplane for the first time since mid-February 2020. So it's been over a year and change since I've been in an airport or been on an airplane. And Alex, you'll find this interesting, I think. I'm actually flying out of Tijuana on Thursday morning, tomorrow. So tomorrow you guys got the show, and hopefully you'll be able to, keep it on the air, at least for the 2 days that I'm off. And I'm going to a part of Mexico I've never been to called Loreto, Mexico. Never been before.
Mark Loretto?
Loreto, Mexico.
Loreto, Mexico. Never been before. And I'm flying out of TJ. And I'm also doing something else different I've never done before. I'm driving to the TJ airport because usually I would park on the US side and take the cross border. But instead, I'm actually I'm driving to the TJ airport. You know why? Because I've got my Global Express entry card now. And Rachel has on her car, whatever it is that you Century Pass. Century Pass, right? So we're going to try something completely new and different. And I'm actually ready to take a couple days off to chill, like I am. I acknowledge that I'm burning the candle at both ends of the stick here,
What are you going to do with your phone?
That's a great
question. If you send me one single work text, I will text Rachel to slap you.
Yeah, you better auto input them texts for a time because it's coming.
You need to seriously, if you're taking this break, take a break. That's just advice, But seriously, if you send me one single work text, if you even ask me how it went, I will text Rachel.
When are you getting on the plane?
Thursday morning.
He will text you Friday.
I know he will. He'll probably text me Thursday. How'd it go? You can't let it go.
I'm going to try and let it go. I'm going to try and let it go for a couple of days. I'm going to try and really just let it go for a couple of days. Okay.
You should block every single person except your kids.
That's a good idea.
I'm being serious.
He would never do that.
I know he would never do
No way.
All right. Well, this all gets back to vaccinations, though. So I've taken one of my 2 Pfizer vaccinations. By the way, Pfizer family, get up.
Pfizer gang.
Pfizer fam. Look at this, Browner. Look at this motion right here. Pfizer fam, get up. What?
After your Usher dance moves yesterday, anything's better than that.
Dude, my Usher dance moves were good yesterday. They were good.
Dude, I cannot believe how much you got Usher in my head all day yesterday, dude.
Yeah.
I literally went to Spotify and played his top 10 songs all night last night.
You got to get it out.
The guy's got some fire. I'll tell you that. But listen, I've heard some things about what other fire he has going down below his pants, but that man
he definitely got herpes.
Yeah.
He definitely got what?
Herpes.
How do you know?
Because it's not a secret. Usher was giving herpes to people.
Didn't know that. I thought he was giving fake money to strippers in Atlanta.
He also does that.
He busy.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, listen, let me get back to where we were trying to go, which was
vaccines, Petco, Lakers.
Yeah. Okay. So the Lakers are going to have fans in the building on Thursday night when they take on the Celtics. And for the first time, Laker fans will come into Staples Center and I guess in some ways celebrate. I'm going to put that in quotes, celebrate the championship of a year ago. Although I think that Jeannie Buss had announced that the real celebration will come in mid-May.
May 12th.
Yeah. And that'll be the official celebration. But this is the first time in. So you got 2,000 people in call it an 18,000, I'm approximating 18,000 seat building. So call it 10%. And for Petco Park, for the Padres and the Dodgers this weekend, you've got an increase from call it 10,000 to about 17,000 people that will be able to come into the building.
Did you hear about their vaccinated stations as well?
No, tell me.
So they're going to be sections of Petco where it'll be fully vaccinated people only. And those sections will be up to 67% capacity. Now, I don't know how that affects the total number, and I don't really know how the layout's going to look, but they did announce that they're doing a fully vaccinated section.
Oh, see, I don't think that's a good idea at all. Like, why have a fully vaccinated section? If you're fully vaccinated and you're feeling like you can go anywhere at any time around anybody and even without a mask because you got the vaccine, like, why would you say, hey, all the vaccinated people sit over here because you guys aren't going to get each other anything. Nobody's going to get sick over here. But all you unvaccinated people, you guys all sit together so that if you sneeze on each other, if you breathe on each other, if you cough, all right, at least you people get sick together. Like, why if I would integrate, I wouldn't segregate.
No. I would much rather sit in a vaccinated area. It'll put my mind such at ease.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's why I was cool with Park at the Park, because I was so far from everybody that if I had to sit next to people, knowing that everybody around me is also vaccinated. It was just for a mental like ease. Yeah.
All right, so Browner, you want to go to the Padres Dodgers this weekend, but you got no vaccinations, dog.
According to who?
You haven't told us anything.
HIPAA laws.
Like I said, bro. Like I said. I've already made my vaccine statement. It's been on the show every day since it occurred. The fact that you never noticed it, that's not my responsibility. Like I said, I've had my hair grow this long, okay, for a reason that it is what it is. It's a statement. I've had a sticker on this show ever since the day I got vaccinated. I just never said anything, but the sticker's been up there the entire time. You got the sticker. Alex got the sticker. I got the sticker. I just put mine up.
What sticker?
Next to the barbecue.
I didn't get a sticker that said I'm vaccinated.
I did.
Then you ain't vaccinated.
Well, I mean, I've got the proof to say that I am, but I didn't have the sticker.
No, it's like when you voted. If you didn't get the sticker, did you really vote?
Right. Did you really get vaccinated? What was in there? What was in that valve?
What was in what?
The shot. If you didn't get a sticker.
I don't know. They didn't give out stickers where I was.
Did you get a card?
Yeah. Yep, I got a card.
But you didn't get a sticker.
That's the one that's important.
Yeah. So I got a card. I didn't have a sticker. So wait, Browner, you're telling me that over your left shoulder next to that little thing that says barbecue, there's a vaccination sticker?
Shout out to IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there.
What's it say?
Johnson & Johnson. Blood clots. What
does that say?
I got my COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah, dog. What vaccine you get?
Pfizer.
Oh, Pfizer fam.
Shout out.
Yeah. Pfizer fam in the house.
This is the show. Scott Kaplan and Pfizer gang.
Yeah. There's somebody who's been putting pictures up on Twitter that's like that shows us. We're like,
there's so many of those.
Yeah. Where they're like, every time I listen to you guys on the air, you're talking about your vaccine and which one you got. I love the fact that we've all got Pfizer so that we're part of the Pfizer gang. But I kind of wish in one way that like Browner would have gotten the Johnson & Johnson and Alex would have gotten Moderna. And then this way we could have all seen how we all reacted to it. All right, let's see what Alex has here. Alex, what do you got?
Let me make it bigger. Give me 1 second. Let me make it bigger.
Yeah. So here's the thing. The Padres will welcome more fans this weekend against the Dodgers.
There you go.
Thank you. Keep that on the screen for a quick minute. This is this is like I don't really get it. Like the Moderna is the Rock, is that right?
Yeah.
And Pfizer is that Goldberg?
Dave Bautista.
Oh, I don't know who that is. And then who's
And
the
then the guy on the right is Tiger King's boyfriend.
I remember that guy.
Yeah. We should rewatch Tiger King just for the goof of it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. So, okay, again, back to this whole story, right? Alex, and I would love for you to put this up on the screen, your cited question about how many games the Lakers will win now that the fans are coming back. Do you guys think that ball players will be energized or nervous or anything is different because all of a sudden fans are back? Now, it's not like the Lakers haven't played in front of fans. It's just they haven't played in front of fans at their place. By the way, this is awesome. Just for those of you that are watching right now, Alex posted this question yesterday, and it's on the silverscreenandroll.com website. And because this website is like a really well-known Laker website, Alex, do you know that your question shot to number 1 in the trending section?
Yeah, it's also a great question.
Hear that, Browner?
Site.
Great content. Yeah. Laker fans welcoming back the team this week, and they'll play 3 home games in front of fans.
Yep.
How many games will the Lakers win of the next 3? And they've got
0. And obviously, you could obviously tell that this was posted on the Lakers website because obviously they have 3 games. The Celtics on Thursday and then the Jazz twice, all 3 at Staples.
0-3.
And 35% of people said 3, 35% of people said 2, 21% of people said 1, and the rest said 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I voted for 1 because I do think they'll beat the Celtics on Thursday because the Celtics stink.
What? Wow. Listen, man. All right, Padilla.
They're unveiling the championship banner. You know, I think they'll win.
Padilla.
Do it the other way. Do the other hands. So, because you reversed it.
What?
On camera.
It said AL. It said
It
American
said
League.
AL.
Yeah.
Yeah. American League. Al. You just flashed Al for me.
So I'm gonna travel for the first time, go to an airport and go down to Mexico, where I've heard that Mexico is much stricter when it comes to COVID than the United States. I don't know if it's accurate. I'll have a report when I get back.
A lot of people get COVID in Mexico. And
Well,
then come back.
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I've heard a lot of people that tell me that they went to this place in Mexico called Tulum, Mexico, and they all came back and had it. I'm going to a part of Mexico called Loreto, which I've never been to before, and it's a really small little beach community, so I don't know that I'm going to be around that many people, frankly. But I got
What
my
made you
first
choose
shot.
this place?
Oh, it's a whole long story. Girlfriend has a place down there, has had it forever, has never even been there to visit it, has never used it. You know, it's never been lived in. It's got no furniture. You know, I mean, it's just like one of these
Is
things.
your flights expensive?
I think the flights were pretty inexpensive because we're flying, like I
Yeah.
said, out of TJ. Yeah.
You're flying what? Volaris?
One of those, you know.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. So I planned a trip in July to
Mhm.
Cabo.
Mhm.
Boy, I tell you, those flights are no joke. I flew to London cheaper than what they cost to go to Cabo.
Dude, I'm surprised to hear that because Cabo in July is hot as balls. And it's not exactly like everybody's rushing to get down there. In fact, most people
I think
are trying to
everybody's
get out of there.
They are now.
I think people are rushing to get anywhere in the summer that they can.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was talking to a buddy of mine yesterday. I was like, hey, should I buy the airline stocks? You know, they all seem to be pretty frothy right about now. He's like, no, you should have bought the airline stocks like 6 months ago, like a year ago. When travel stopped, that's when you should have bought the airline stocks so that when travel comes back, that's when you would have, seen the uptick. So he's like, I think you kind of missed the boat, or in this case, the plane. So
Like right now, you should invest in Johnson & Johnson.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yep. Because
Why is
everybody
that?
thinks it's like the worst thing ever made. And by the way, it's if the chance of something happening to you is 1 in a million, I think you'll be all right.
Well, those are really almost the exact statistics, right? So like Johnson & Johnson, there were 7 million vaccines delivered, and there were 6 or 7 people that had blood clots. And to me, I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean blood clots? Like, okay, hold on a second. It's like, so 7 people in 7 million, that must mean it's them. It's their individual bodies. Something's going on with them, not necessarily something going on with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine per se. But you're
There's
saying
also a quote or a stat where getting COVID-19, the chances of getting a blood clot from that are like significantly higher than what they are getting the Johnson & Johnson.
getting a blood clot from having
COVID-19.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're telling me that at Petco Park, there will be sections for fans like, hey, if you're fully vaccinated, you sit here. Is that what you're telling me?
That's what my seat. That's what I want my seat to be. So whoever's setting this up, give me a ticket in that section. I will happily advertise for you on this show.
Let me tell you something right now. I may be a vaccinist. I may be a vaccinist.
What?
Yeah, I may be a vaccinist.
What is
You don't know what a vaccinist is? Let me tell you what it is.
Making up words? You making up words?
Yes, I'm making up words. Let me tell you what this word means, vaccinist. Okay, you ready? Here's what it means. If you tell me you have the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, don't come near me. You might as well not even be vaccinated, man.
Hey, you got to be on TikTok, dude.
Because Johnson
really
Johnson
should be on TikTok.
Johnson & Johnson like 75% from what I'm told. Me, I'm a Pfizer boy. Okay, I'm part of the Pfizer gang. Yeah, the Pfizer gang. We hunted, Browner. We had 100.
We in these streets. Clean
Okay.
and clear.
Yeah, but I don't want to sit next to somebody who's got a Johnson & Johnson shot. You may have 25% chance you may have it.
Well, I would rather sit next to somebody with 75 than 0.
So
very true.
Will there be sections of Petco Park like for the unvaccinated people?
Yeah,
go
it's
park in the
outside.
park.
It's outside.
Could you imagine, like in between innings, they're like, "Okay, let's hear all the vaccinated people, yeah!" And like all the vaccinated people, are like, "Woo, yeah!" And then
No masks.
you're right, right. Hey, let's go over to section 112. Those are all the people that haven't gotten vaccinated yet, and all the vaccinated people are like, "Boo." Get your vaccination, you selfish jerks.
Jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I would say, though, that when we think about it, though, in its totality, right? Like you've got the Staples Center opening up. You've got Petco Park that's going to expand to 17,000. You've already seen Dodger fans come back into Dodger Stadium. Look, in Texas, they got a full capacity, and at least it's open to a full capacity, right? So at least the good news is in all of this is that I think in many ways the world is coming back, as people are getting, their vaccinations. So I say this, listen, I hate to be so selfish about it all because I know there's a lot of anti-vaxxers out there or people who have some fear about stuff, but dude, get it done, man. Get it done. Let's get life back to the way it was, which I didn't realize back then was better.
And if you are going to the Padres game, please be
Yeah.
a Padres fan, like you said, because I have the statement you said at the last segment about don't sell your tickets to Dodger fans. I have no idea how you know who you're selling them to if you put them on StubHub, right?
Well, the thing is, just don't sell your tickets,
Right.
or sell them to people That's all. If you want to sell your tickets for this weekend series between the Padres and the Dodgers, sell
Sell it to
them to
Browner.
people Well, Browner doesn't want to pay for it. He just wants somebody to give it to him.
Listen. We got a studio advertiser. Maybe I can't.
He can afford it.
All right, coming up. If you're on radio, hang with us. If you're on TV, we'll catch you tomorrow. Ruthie from Torrey Holistics on the way.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Catch Kaplan and Crew Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you've listened to Scott Kaplan the last 20 years, you know one thing. He likes to stir up some A new generation of radio. The all-new and mightier 1090.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Burns Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives two at a time. Visit theburnsfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
Thank you for interviewing with us. Tell me a little something about yourself. What are your greatest strengths?
Well, my differences are my strengths. Those of us with intellectual and developmental disabilities are highly motivated. We are creators. We are leaders and innovators. We are changing the face of work for the better, one customer at a time.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm confident that you would make an incredible addition to our team.
It is time we start building a workforce that is diverse, inclusive, and equitable. A workforce that recognizes that our greatest strengths lie in our differences.
Join us at deliveringjobs.org.
That's the wrap.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some college baseball for today's Sports in a Minute. San Diego State lost their first series of the season last weekend against Nevada. The Aztecs had been hot and got the win to open the series 15-7, but fell in the evening's second game 10-6. They then couldn't mount the comeback in the series finale, dropping their first series of 2021. SDSU maintains a tight lead in the Mountain West heading into this weekend's series against Fresno State. University of San Diego also had a tough weekend, dropping their series against Loyola Marymount and losing sole possession of first place in the West Coast Conference. On Saturday, freshman Carter Rustad got the start and went 5 innings, allowing no runs, while Ivron Romero came out of the bullpen, dominating the final 4 innings as USD shut out LMU. But on Sunday, the Lions were able to take a hold of the game to win the series. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your sports in a minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Rich Eisen here, inviting you to catch my show, The Rich Eisen Show, on our flagship radio station, the Mightier 1090. We're on every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. You'll like what you hear. If not, that's just, I guess, too bad.
A new generation of radio. The all-new and Mightier 1090.
Are you living in an underserved community and facing adversity? Do you have a desire to start or grow your own business? San Diego State University's Lavin Entrepreneurship Center, the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurial Studies, and community partners invite you to participate in our Community Bootcamp. The bootcamp provides intense, hands-on exposure to the fundamentals of launching and growing a successful venture. Register today at leadershipcentersw.org.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Burns Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit theburnsfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives. City in Motion is brought to you by McDonald's. Stop by your local participating McDonald's now through April 25th and make a donation, or visit walkforkids.org to support.
Hi, I'm Vince Bryson, CEO of Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southern California. Welcome to the 2020 Virtual Walk for Kids.
Coronavirus pandemic will not stop our show because we are still going to walk for these kids.
You guys want to do the Walk for Kids virtually this year?
Yeah! Today is Walk for Kids, you guys, virtually, so we love it, love it, love it.
Let's get this walk started.
We are going to start, so I'm going to be walking around my backyard.
Doing the 5K walk. We're here in front of the beautiful Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
So we are getting ready to do lap 3.
We're here to send our support.
I love the excitement. I love the energy. Let's keep it going.
If you want to know the reason why I'm walking, it's because I care about the kids and the families that stay at our house.
I walk for the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House for kids like me, so they can have a place to call their home away from home.
To me, the Ronald McDonald House means love, care, hope, and support.
The families and children of RMHC need our help and support now more than ever. So thank you for joining our virtual walk and continuing to support our Ronald McDonald House even during these difficult times.
Thank you so much for coming together, for showing that we can unite and be together even though we're not at our respective locations.
Thank you for participating in this virtual walk.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for all your help and support, and stay well.
Ronald McDonald House Charities of SoCal gives families with sick kids the best medicine, each other. Stop by your local McDonald's today and make a donation, or visit walkforkids.org to support. City in Motion, highlighting great things in our community like Ronald McDonald House Charities. Give families with sick kids the best medicine, each other. Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Burns Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit theburnsfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.